did I just sleep with somebody whose name I don't remember? I hope he don't think I'm trying to hide him because my butt stinks. Then he gets to ask me if he can take off my underwear, and I'm like, no. I'm literally like, no, you cannot do that. Why did I find out this night that he was not 25 or 26? This man is 30. So recently, me and Trey just got into it, and I don't know, it's not like it's the first time that this has happened, but this is the first time that I was low-key in the wrong or whatever. What's up, kmob mother effing BAE MOOOOOB? What up, what up? It's your boy Kees. Kees the GOAT, Kees the president. Big Kees with a big wall and a big mouth and ain't nobody what? Pop me in it yet. Yeah, you get it. What's up, y'all? Hope you guys are having a beautiful day today because I know I am, because I'm back. I'm back and I'm fishy. What's up, y'all? So like I said in the intro, like I said in the title, me and Trey done got into it like usual. Like it's the toxic relationship that we have. But this time it is a little bit different. It is. I wouldn't say I was in the wrong, but I'm not gonna say I was in the right. I would say I was in the left. It's just so raggedy. I just don't understand. Why me? Why does this happen to me? Honestly, if I got this same attention from like one of the boys that I really, really liked when I used to get played, or maybe anybody else, this would have been a lot better. This would have been a lot more fun. This would have been a lot better of an experience for me. We wouldn't have even got here. We'd have been happily married. Happily married. I wasn't letting that go nowhere. I first started telling this story time on TikTok, and they was like, no, Kees, this is gaggy. And I was like, wait, is it, sister? Should I make this a story time? You know I'm dramatic. You know I'll do it. And girl, that's what we have here. That is what we have here today. But no, there's actually some like context, and there's actually like a little bit of hidden lore with this one, because usually y'all don't see it. Y'all don't be seeing nothing. Y'all don't hear nothing until it happened. And then you kind of just gotta take my word for it because you a mobster, and why would you not? You feel me? But this time it's a little different because I've actually never posted this boy ever. You know, I don't think I have. I don't think I have. But just a few weeks ago when I was getting my hair done and I popped up with that hickey, this him. This hickey Trey. He has left me every hickey I've ever gotten out here. Everyone. Every time I lie to y'all and be like, it's psoriasis. Baby, it wasn't no psoriasis. But you knew that, didn't you? You knew that. You know that. You know that, didn't you? It's whatever. So let's just get into it. Another little disclaimer. I don't even remember. I don't even remember because it was so on and off at first, and the type of relationship we had never gave what it was until maybe very at the end, like right at the very end. And then we was like, okay, I see what we're trying to do, but why now? So I'm not gonna have specific on none of the dates. I'm gonna have maybe about 8 months ago here, but 8 months ago could really be 6. Y'all know I don't keep track of time. Last week felt like last year to me. I low-key talked about my feelings with this person in that vlog where I showed the hickey and whatnot. So girl, go there and get some extra insight too. Please. Where do I even start? Okay, so I met this boy, and I met the boy through a friend, but I really met him through Tinder. I was like, you know, he's cute. He's okay. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. He a little medium ugly. I told y'all that's my type. I like him a little ugly. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Cause when you too pretty that it, okay. Tell me I'm lying. Medium ugly niggas got the best cock. I would not lie to you. I don't know what it is. Them and bums. Anybody who's fucking for rent money always gonna know how to lay it down. But something about when they just got something, that one little thing off. For me, the one thing that I couldn't get around was his bottom row of teeth were straight, but each one had a gap. Not a very big one, but it was there and it was noticeable. Nothing wrong with that. There's actually nothing wrong with that. I just personally, like, that's just not my thing. It just wasn't my thing. I don't know. So I feel like it wouldn't, and let me really explain this, because there might be somebody watching this who also has that going on, and I don't want you to be like, oh wow, Kees wouldn't be my friend or something. That's not that. I don't care what you look like when you my homegirl, just look clean. But I think the thing with him was, he got these big old lips and he only talked with the bottom portion of his mouth like this. So it was just a lot. I didn't have to do all that. He talked to the bottom of his mouth like that, so it was just like, you always saw the bottom teeth, unless maybe if we were like, he was like tickling me and we were like laughing or something. I'm sorry, we're getting, now the memory's coming back. Not all of it was bad, I cannot lie. Fuck, let me go get a tissue. I can't shit. Anyway, so I met him through his little friend, whatever. I thought he was cute. I thought he was decent. I thought he was cool, and I really didn't think nothing about it. Like, I didn't think that he was even interested in me, because that's not what it gave at first, but it's whatever. A few days ago, or a few days later, I ended up seeing him on Tinder, and I was like, well, look at that. I think I'm gonna swipe that. And boy, was it a match. And immediately he started texting me. I started texting him, obviously, because I don't know, I was on the phone when you texted me. And he texted me right away, like right basically when I matched him. So it was kind of like, you know, you was sitting here creeping for me. I like that. It was a little attractive. I'm not gonna lie. I come from low self-esteem. I'm learning this, and I know that not all attention is good attention, but you was pooching in the app waiting for me. How could I not? How could I not say what's up? You feel me? So just like that, he came over, and I've learned my lesson from, y'all have known from this story time. I've learned my lesson just to let anybody come in here and just creep up inside the crib. But him, this is before I learned that lesson. We was texting, and I think it was pretty clear with like the context, or you know when you just be texting, you don't even gotta say too much, but you already know what's going on. Like if someone hit you with like, oh, we gonna fight when I see you. You know what fight he talking about. You're not finna scrap. He's about to fight with your panties. So that's what like, that's not obviously what we were saying to each other. 1 second. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Oh, sister, not you said bless me, sister. Thank you. What was I at? Oh, he was coming over to lay that pipe down. Yeah, so he was coming over and strictly sneaky links at this point. And mind you, his name on Tinder wasn't even his actual name. His name on Tinder was like not even a code name. I think it was like a real abbreviated nickname. And I remember that was not his name. Like I remember being like, wait, I could have swore your name was something else, but I didn't care to remember last time because girl, I can barely remember what I ate yesterday. Comes over and I remember thinking like, okay, why is he dressed like, okay, now I'm being rude. Now I'm just trying to talk mess and I'm gonna like, I'm just really trying to walk you through my memories. One thing that was also not a turn off, but it was just something I kept notice too. He loved them like running shorts. Just booty shorts, you know what I mean? If it was any higher, you might see the tip of the head. So I was like, I was a little iffy to it. And then he had these shoes that he would always wear, and you know the shoes that are so low they kind of be underneath that ankle bone. It was a lot of that, and I would be looking for the socks. He would have them on. It wasn't like he came here with no socks. It would be like those ballerina socks almost. So I was like, you know, like I couldn't, I'm not gonna lie, and this sounds so shallow, and maybe it is. I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all because honestly, I don't even care no more. I don't know. I'm just learning how to dress myself, and I want to date somebody who got some drip. I want you to be able to put something on, at least do something. It don't gotta be a popular style. Just do something that's you and make it cute. Just make it cute. Please make it cute. And that shit was not cute. Every time I see him, except that one time where I met him through my friend, the shit was ugly. That was also another turn off for me. I was just like, not even a turn off, like I couldn't do nothing with him because obviously he was, you know, beating Mario coins out of me. But I don't know, for me, it's just like, oh, I know I can't make you my boyfriend. Because I could never bring you around my friends if you dress like this because my friends talk a lot of shit. And maybe they wouldn't even care. They wouldn't even say nothing to me, but I'm gonna know in their heads they're talking, and that's all I need. That's all I need to be like, nope, nope, no, no. And I don't want nobody in the comments like, Keys, don't base off your relationships with your homegirls because this, who you like? I don't like that. I don't like that, ma'am. Okay, anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. So, I keep forgetting where I am. Oh, he come over, we start doing the do. After we're done, we're laying down, we're right over here. We're literally right over here, right here. In this spot, right there. He asked me what my name is. We're cuddled up. He's like this, I'm like this. I'm thinking, what's his name? Wait, what is his name? I'm like, did I just sleep with somebody whose name I don't remember? I'm like, wow, like, Keys, we gotta do better, sister. We really do. But I'm not gonna lie, like, I wasn't too embarrassed because, sure, that was good, though. It was good. It was fishy. Bow, 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 just like that. Okay, well, no, it was a lot of running. You know what I mean? I'm telling too much of my business. So anyway, he gets to asking me questions out of nowhere. Mind you, TV on and everything. Like, why are you even talking to me right now? Butt naked, talking about some, so what's my name? I'm thinking to myself, Daddy? I literally said that. Daddy? Question mark? No, I mean my real name. I'm like, I don't even know. You know what? Now that I'm remembering it, literally he asked me the exact same thing while we was doing the deed, and I just kept saying Daddy. He keeps saying his real name, and I would just like put my face in the pillow. Because what do you mean, bro? I feel like the first time he asked me, I just thought nothing of it. Maybe he wanted me to say his name. But that second time, for sure, I know you was asking me because I didn't answer the first time. You knew I forgot. You knew I forgot. You was asking me to be petty, and I hate that. Let me tell you one thing that pisses me off, and I don't care who it is. If I catch you doing it, you're done. Like, you're getting cussed out or you're getting smacked in that lip. Easy. Why you do that? Don't even play with me right now. When people try to ask you a question, knowing the answer that they're already looking for, but they're trying to do it to, I feel like, kind of put you on blast. I think that's funny because I will embarrass you and you lucky I'm an empath. Like, that's the thing. Hoes be knowing exactly who to do it to because I'm really an empath for real. So you asking me this, I already know the answer I want to give you is about to really embarrass you and it's about to hurt your feelings. So I'm going to take the pride out of myself and I'm going to lie to you. I'm going to lie to you and I'm going to give you some random ass answer. Now I told him the truth. Don't you hate that? Especially when they do it in front of like other people. You know what? I'm not gonna make it a rant right now, but next one on Wednesday, oh yeah, we're gonna get it in. We're getting it in. Yeah, let me go ahead and write that down. Girl, he get to ask me again when we laying down. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little irritated, but I was just like, girl, what do you want me to say to you? Like, you want me to tell you I forgot your name? And he realized I didn't remember after he asked me the second time in bed. So he asked me 4 times, really like 5 times altogether. But the second time he asked me in bed, that's when he realized I didn't know. When he goes, I'm over here laid up and catch your feelings with someone who don't remember my name. And I'm like, you didn't even eat no butt. My thing is, you didn't even eat no booty. You didn't even eat no booty. You got the nerve to sit here and be mad because I don't remember your name. Like, was I supposed to? Good thing you knew what to do. You know, you being freaky, bitch, shut up. And so I just told him like, okay, well, honestly, at the end of the day, I didn't even think that we was really gonna be taken. I didn't think that was the role we were going. Like, I met you through a mutual friend and I'm barely even mutual friends with them. You know what I mean? Like, we cool, we was trying to fill that out, but it just wasn't meshing right. And then on top of that, every time I've been in some type of relationship or started talking to someone, it's always like, and at the time, this is really what it was. Cause I met this boy like maybe, at this point, 9 months ago. Maybe 9 and some change. So it's like, girl, every time I talk to somebody, it seems like they really only want the relationship for the little week. That's basically what they doing what I'm doing now. It's fun to have the relationship when it's fun to have the little relationship stuff, but when you're done and when you're tired, you want to break, it's cool. Mind you, this boy is 25. He was 25 when I met him, and he was 25 on his little dating profile too. So I'm like, girl, I don't know. Like, you kind of sounding like a sucker right now. Like, no shade, because you don't even know me like that. No, I do think, now granted, yes, okay, I think you should know the people's names who you're sleeping with, but you know what I mean? Does it really matter at this point? Does it even matter at this point? And so then I asked him, what's my name? And you know what he gonna say to me? Marcus. Mind you, I've only told you Kees. So you knew my name was Marquise, but you thought it was Marcus anyway. So why am I getting the backlash? Why am I catching strays? Whatever. Anyway, so girl, it was cool. I think he had came over again after that. Maybe like, no, that day we did it twice. Okay. He went home. Everything was cool after he left. I remember he gave me a big old long hug. I had took some pictures. If I got some of the pictures in here, I'm gonna post some. But I remember I was looking ugly and I might have actually deleted them. So if I can find some, I'll put them in here. But we took some pictures. I remember I walked his ugly ass. I walked him out and that was that. I remember he came back maybe like a week or so later, not too long later, but he did come back maybe like in the next 2 weeks. And I remember he wanted to do it again, like he wanted to do the deed again. But at this point, I kind of started getting to the point where I didn't want to have intercourse. That just wasn't my thing. That wasn't on my prerogative. I didn't want to have those relations with people because it hurts. Like as a boy who is the bottom most of the time, girl, it hurts. And if you don't know what bottom and topping is, it's a whole other conversation for a whole nother time. But topping just wasn't my fun. It just wasn't fun for me. It's really hard to find the rhythm. Like, you know, I end up doing what I got to do. But it's not fun. The process to find that and get to that point is not fun for me. And now, you know, I feel like when you the top and you the one who got to do all the work, you lay on your chest and you got to speak in your trade voice like this. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that, daddy. I just want to be with you. I just want to be all up on you. Came over. He was trying to do it again, but I kept telling him no, and he kept trying. Like, this is my thing. I despise someone who does not know what no means. Not even just with this type of like context, but in any context, if you ask me something and I tell you I'm not comfortable doing it or I don't want to do it, your prerogative is not to be like, give me all the reasons why you need to, or give me all the reasons why it'll be okay, or try to give me another justified version of what you just, no, I don't want that. I do not want that. I said no, that means no. And this is why I feel like it's so hard to break out that people pleaser thing. You know, I'm gonna get back into that later, you know, because this is a whole other thing, whole other time. But I really feel like, to all my people pleasers out here, tell me it's not hard when you finally get to that point where you break out your, you know, boundaries and you start being like, no, and then people try to fight you on them, and then it's just like, now you feel bad. Like, that's basically what I felt like. But I was like, girl, no, I said no. You're not getting no butt today. You're not getting them. And you're not getting no neck. How about that? How about that? You're not getting no nigga. I said no. So then he keeps begging me to take my pants off, like take my shorts off. And so I'm just like, okay, girl, we can... I just was like, okay. After begging, I just said fine. Then he gets to ask me if he can take off my underwear. And I'm like, no. I'm literally like, no, you cannot do that. And not even like I'm scared or anything. Like, I don't want to paint a picture as if he's, you know, forcing me to do it. Because I did say yes and I could have kept saying no and it would have just had to be that. But girl, after you could clearly tell I didn't want to take my pants off and I already denied us doing the deed, what made you think to try to take my underwear off. Then he's like, why can't I just look? Why can't I just look at it? And I'm like, look at it for what? What you want a window shop for what, sir? Why not, man? You're acting weird. And I'm thinking to myself, I hope he don't think I'm trying to hide him because my butt stinks. Like, that's the only thing. That's how you know I just be on a whole opposite spectrum of like what be going on. The whole time I thought that he thought I was hiding myself because I was stinking, that I was trifling, my butt was musty. That's what I thought. And I was like, wow, I'm kind of embarrassed because I was like, I don't want him to think that my butt stinks. Like, who wants that? I already told y'all before, I'm not somebody who likes to stink. After that one time in high school, well, them times in high school, I was like, no, I'm cool. I remember we were sitting here, who was here for a few hours after that. We were just watching movies, cuddling a little bit. We kissed a little bit here and there, nothing too crazy. I forget what he had said to me, but I was like, oh, bye, not you being mean. And he was like, like, you know, not even mad, but he was just talking his little shit. And I was like, okay, well, you know, I'm unserious, watch how I play. So the girl, I start fake crying. I'm like, not you was being mean to me. Like, oh my God. And then girl, he comes up, he's like, stop crying. And I'm like, boy, bye. I was not really crying. And that was that. Honestly, he didn't even have a reaction to it. We kind of like laughed about it, and then that was that. Why? Okay. You know what? Because now I'm getting irritated because now I was about to get to a venting session because I feel like he would hold this shit over me for no reason, but it's whatever. So this is where things get a little murky because after this, I forgot how we even started, but girl, we got this random argument. We got this big ass argument for no reason. I was like, you're super duper clingy, and it came out of nowhere. I don't even know you like that. Like, you just do a lot. And then he was trying to act as if he wasn't, but sir, you were being a little clingy. It's okay. I'm not even trying to use that as like a read, but sir, you was being clingy. Like, just keep it real. It happens to the best of us. You fell in love with a bitch gangster and you ain't expect to. That's okay. That's okay. I fall in love too. He brings up how I was like fake crying, and he said it was weird and it was creepy. I mean, I guess like you didn't have that reaction in my face. So I can't respect nobody who don't say the things they feel about you to your face. If you really feel some type of way and you're clueless to what the truth is and it makes you uncomfortable, so say, because he said that, oh, it made me uncomfortable. It was so weird how you started crying out of nowhere, but you were really fake crying. Why you ain't say nothing to my face right then and there? Because if I'm uncomfortable, I'm going to be like, I can't do it. I'm not feeling it. Nope, I'm okay. I'm just not even going to put myself in that room. So, I don't know, maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. Because when you bring something up later that you felt so strongly about, it loses all the weight. It loses all weight, all value, because it was like, girl, you're only using that now because it's to your advantage. At least that's what it looks like. See me, a bitch like me, I'm going to tell you as soon as you make the problem. I'm going to tell you what it is, what annoys me, and why I don't like it. And if you don't want to work out with that, if you can't see why you're making me uncomfortable, then baby, it's just time for you to go, darling. I wasn't even paying him no mind. I'm like, girl, boo. I was like, okay, you gonna just be mad about it. Now what? Now what? And then we stopped talking for a little bit. I remember I had said you know what? I had said something about me not really liking him. And he holds this over my head to this day. I told him, like, I didn't even really care about you like that. Like, boy, no, I don't want to be in no relationship with you. I just met you. What are you talking about? You're 25 years old acting like you're 19. Like, girl, calm down. And then he was like, oh, I could already tell. That's exactly why I didn't give you another chance. And Mind you, you know what? Actually, I literally forgot a very important step in this whole thing. No shade. The reason why we started having a whole argument was because I low-key did start messing with him again. I started looking at myself being like, keep asking the Lord to put a good man in front of you. A man who cares, a man who's gonna try to put the effort in. Like, when we was laid up, people be talking about how you want to take me on a date and and why I don't let him take me out and well, this is the second time he came over. You know, like I said, I didn't think he was being for real. Every time I mess with a boy, we start messing with each other and we don't really mess with each other, and then I be hurt, and I got tired of that. Like, I'm not that person no more, but girl, y'all saw me. I always come on here with a new story time about being heartbroken. Y'all thought it was funny, but the whole time I'm depressed. I'm depressed as hell. Just big and greedy and sad and lonely. So that wasn't a fun recipe for me. I switched it up. I switched things up. These the boys is usually my age. You 3 years older than me. Start about to be 4 years older than me. Why are you acting like a sissy right now? But when I try to, you know, hear his words out and come to him, because we were having a conversation and I was giving him my opinion about it. I was like, okay, I think I'm ready to open up. Then that's when it got to getting beefy. You know what? You're too wishy-washy for me and this and that. And he started calling all these things. I'm like, whoa, where did this come from? And that's how the argument started. Now we here, right? We don't talk for months and months and months. I remember trying to like find his contact and get back in contact with him. Cause I was like, no shade. Pipe was good. Was good pipe. It hurt, but you know, it was fun. I felt comfortable because at the time I was bigger than what I am now, and I was so insecure about my body. But he really did make me feel beautiful. That's one other reason why I started messing with him. He loved my body. Loved my body. He loved looking at my body, admiring my body, telling me, like, caressing it, feeling all up on me. clingy. I had like rolls when I would lay down at the time. They weren't super duper big, but girl, they was there, and he would just be feeling all up on me. And when he would tell that I was like sucking in, trying to be like, cause okay, all my big people know when you cuddling and you hit that side pose, it's a lot more in the diaphragm you got to do to hold that stomach in. And baby, I wasn't trying to do all that, so he could always tell. He would see I'd be like trying to let all the air out slowly and stuff. Oh, he was like, you can be comfortable, like you don't gotta be, like, you know what I mean? And he just made me feel good by myself. I told you not everything was bad, okay? Anyway, so maybe about 2.5 months ago, I get a text and he was like, hey, and I was like, who is this? No, maybe low-key like 3 months ago. I'm not even sure. I really could not tell you. No more than 3 months ago though, I think. I'm not sure. Like, who is this? He sent me his name. I'm like, who? And then he sends me the screenshot of the messages. That's why I couldn't find him. I was looking for him, but girl, I already deleted the messages. And in the recently deleted messages on iMessage, they delete after like, I think like a month or so, maybe a week. I'm not sure. So girl, that number was long gone. And I thought I had him blocked. So honestly, I was gagging. I didn't even think that I had him like unblocked. So girl, the fact that he texted me was really on a whim. We would not even be here today if he did not text me. I just want to put that out there. Baby, you texted me. So if I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know, sir. He texted me the messages. I'm reading them. I'm like, bye. Not this him. And mind you, at this point, I have been looking for him. Not avidly, but every so often, I'd be like, nah, maybe he is in the messages. Let me type his name up one more time. And mind you, that would have never worked because the whole time I was typing up the wrong name. Never knew this boy's name. I know it now, but at the time, I did not know that boy's name. So maybe I was the problem. That's why when he sent me his name, I was like, who are you? I don't know who this is. Anyways, I could tell that, you see, I be in the left sometimes. I forget, we had some little corny ass conversation talking about it. He ended up coming over and we had a actual like real conversation about it. And it was sweet. It was whatever. He was telling me his concerns about what I said to him. I was telling him my concerns of why I said it. And I really did feel like he was being clingy. And he still stands to this day that he was not being clingy. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Y'all think he's being a little clingy? I personally think you are, just because why are you keep asking me your name and you don't know mine? You feel me? You don't know my name and now, oh no, I'm laying up with someone else who don't know my name. You don't know my name, I'm so laid up. Shut up. After that day, we didn't do anything. He did come over, we was kissing or whatnot. We clearly missed each other because the tension was there. The tension was there, but we not do nothing. We was watching One Piece. But then he was telling me something that I thought was so sweet, and I'm just too sentimental and I have to stop doing this. But I was like, so what randomly made you just hit me up again? This is so random. Well, you know, I know you like One Piece and I was watching One Piece and I was thinking of you, and y'all know I love One Piece. I'm like, oh, that's so cute. Ah. We both agreed that we were gonna actually try. I even was like, you know what? I'm gonna try. I'm gonna respond back to you when I need to respond back to you. That was another thing that was our problem. I'm a horrible texter. Everybody gets the bad texting keys. I don't pick and choose. I'm a bad texter with everybody, but he didn't like that. And he wanted me to choose to be a good texter with him, and you got me done, okay? I don't text my mom every day. You think I'm gonna text you every day? After a few hours, he left. He was going on a trip to New Orleans with his friends. And it was pretty cool. We kissed, we said bye. We were like, no, I felt like, okay, maybe we are stepping in the right direction. The fit game, still weak in booty, but it's whatever. We can figure that out later. You know what I mean? Still coming home with his nut huggers. So it was like, I guess we got to get over that, but we can figure that out. I know we can. Yo, why I get to text to him? He don't fuck with me no more. It's leaving me on scene and he all passive aggressive. He all mad. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, and mind you, it wasn't even hurting my feelings, but I was like, okay, maybe this is how he talks. Like, I'm not even gonna be tripping because I don't like texting anyway. So please don't text me back because this is what I do. And you know what? This might be a little toxic. I don't care. If you tell me to do something and to change my ways and then I do it and then you go to the ways that I was doing that you made me change, I'm going, okay, I'm gonna let you do what you're gonna do. I'm gonna keep letting you rack up them strikes. And when it's time to argue, I'm gonna hit you with every one, dummy. Are you stupid? I'm Aquarius and I'm toxic. And I grew up in a toxic household. I know how to argue and I know how to argue real good. I do. So every time I get to texting him or I check up on him or he would take all day to respond like how I was or leave me on scene and not respond or give me some weird dry ass answer mid-convo, girl, I wouldn't even care. I wouldn't even care. I was like, you know, I'm gonna let you do you, sir. He wanted to come over. I forget why, but we ended up didn't be able to. He wanted to come over again. I'm like, why you always want to come to my house? We don't want to go to yours? Like, that's a red flag to me. What is so bad at your house that you don't want me to see and you live alone? Okay, there's something spooky going on over there. He ends up coming back over. Because he was supposed to come over and then I changed my mind. I didn't feel like it no more because I kept pushing it. And then we just ended up hanging out for like a week. This happened for like 2 weeks because remember, he was gone for a week when he went out of town to New Orleans. He came back. That first week he was too busy. The next week we was supposed to hang out. I canceled. The next week we was supposed to hang out and I canceled. And then we didn't hang out until the next month. That was when I filmed the video with the hickeys. Okay, that's when I was doing that vlog. He had came over that night. I was supposed to be taking my hair out and stuff. We was there all night and girl, hickeys, kissing or whatnot, but we did not do the do, y'all. I promise y'all we didn't do nothing. I swear on my haul, like for real. Watch a little scary movie, and I already explained how I felt about him in that story, but if y'all don't, like, y'all didn't watch it and y'all don't feel like going back and finding it, basically I was just saying how I like him, but it was just like, there's just something there that's just keeping me from there. I don't want that right now. That's just not what I'm looking for. And honestly, I don't remember all the verbiage, all the things I said, but I said it almost perfectly how I feel about all the complicated feelings about him and I in the past. Y'all gotta just go watch that. Y'all got to. Just please go watch that. I don't know, like I just couldn't find myself committing to him all the way, and it seemed like every time he came over, we was doing something OD sexual. First time we did something, we actually did it twice. The second time we did something, he kept asking me. I didn't also put this in there, but when he kept asking me and he kept pulling my pants down, he dead was fiending for some cookie. Girl, I'm literally not even trying to be that person, but begging me. He was like this. I'm about to show y'all. He like this, right? Just looking like a fiend. Just sitting on the bed. Oh! So he's dead like this, tooshed up, and I just know that booty was tooshed up in the back. And he keeps trying to pull my pants off, and he's like, okay, just 10 strokes. I promise I'll even count. Just 10, please. I'm like, 10 strokes? What are you feeding for, bro? Like, back up off me. He was doing a lot. Like, he was doing a whole lot that day. Third time he came over, no, we didn't do nothing, but there was a point where we were like, I was like straddling him. We was kissing. He was feeling all up on me. I was feeling all up on him. And I was like, I don't really want to do this right now, especially after we just had that little conversation about what was going on. I feel like this is just very tone deaf. You know what I mean? Not even tone deaf, because that's definitely not the right context to use that. But I feel like we're moving backwards. We're building a relationship off of lust and not love. And I thought that's what we were, you know what I mean? Because I was, like I said, I was trying to actually fix it. I was trying to fix myself for you, punk. And this fourth time, you know, we doing all the ickies and all this stuff. It was just a lot. It was a lot. So I didn't feel like we were really building a relationship off anything. It felt the same every single time. You're coming over here, you spend some time with me. It's always dark. It's always, you know what I mean? Even though we didn't do anything the last 3 times, come on. Mind you, me and this boy, he was so serious. That 4th time, he really wanted to be with me. And I was like, I don't know if I got that in me, baby. He was trying to spend a night. He fell asleep. I fell asleep for a second. But no, you got to get up. Like, honestly, people don't, and this is why I feel like this generation is so cooked, because we normalize too many things. And I know that, honestly, I'm not nobody to talk with the story time I just gave. But it's sleeping in the bed together, not super duper like vulnerable. You are sleeping where I lay my head, in my home with me. Just me and you. And I don't care what nobody says. You only see stuff like that when someone is a couple and they got like admiration for each other enough to be in the same space for that long to sleep. Like, girl, you're messing with my sleep. Under the covers, hot as hell. I'm sweaty. I'm dewy. No, I don't want you spending the night. You're not my man. I don't want no man spending the night if he's not my man. There's no shade. That's just me now. That's just my thinking about it now. You know what's so crazy? You know what? I actually have a whole nother story time with a whole nother trade that was trying to come over. And now he like a little man. He a little salty, but I don't care, girl. No, you can't come over. No, you can't spend the night. I don't care. No one's allowed over no more. Gotta be in the one on Wednesday. Catch you there. Let's wrap this up. It's getting long. It's getting drawn out. This wasn't supposed to be that long. Not 42 minutes worth of footage. Anyway, so he comes over this one time. We got in this other big ass argument, and I forget how did it even start, bro. Oh my gosh, it low-key was my fault this time. So he was supposed to come over one day. He had to hang out with his homegirl first the day before, and I guess she was going out of town or whatever. He was supposed to be here at 5. He was gonna be here from like 5 to whenever he was gonna leave. And honestly, I don't like to be with someone past like 11. You feel me? I want to get on the phone with the Patreon girls. I want to go on live with my TikTok followers, or I just want to chill. I don't need someone in my face that long. Like, that's how I know I'm not ready for a relationship, because I just need you for the time being. And I feel like I've made that clear. Even before I told you I was making things right. We have had conversations. There was other arguments in the middle, but that's not even important to this story, about this same very thing. Like, he felt like I was always rushing his time with us. And it was just like, I feel like it's clear why. I feel like it's very clear. And I'm telling you that I'm not ready to go on dates. I'm telling you that I don't want you over here spending the night all the time. I keep canceling our plans. I feel like the picture is painted, and it's painted very well. Anyways, he was supposed to come over that day from like, let's say 5 to 10, 5 to 11. But at like 4, a brand had let me know that they didn't like the one that I had sent the first time, so I gotta redo it. But that means I gotta edit a whole nother thing, film another. I just didn't even want to do that. But I love my money, and I love my money a lot more than I love you, sir. So you gonna have to either cut some time with me or wait. But mind you, here's the thing. He was supposed to be here at 5, which means he was supposed to leave at like 4 or whatnot, girl, he gonna text me. He's not gonna be leaving he's not gonna leave where he's at right now until 6. You're mad at yourself, baby. And I say that because I had let him know this is what the case is. I gotta redo this for work. So we're actually gonna have to like push it to this time, or you can still come over now, but you can't stay over all night. Like it can't be a 1 a.m., 2 a.m. thing. Cause remember last time you just came here, if you saw that vlog, it was late as hell. I do want to be able to see you, but I want to be able to get my work done and stay on a schedule. And y'all have already known for the past few months what I've been talking about. I really want to get better at posting my content, getting shit done, and getting it out for y'all because that's what y'all deserve. He doesn't understand that because he doesn't take you can tell he doesn't take my job serious. My job is a real job because it's social media and it's seen as fun as most people. And like, you know, not to say I don't have fun doing my job, but it's not always the best. I mean, for months I had to sit here and act like I wasn't depressed after I literally just got. So it's not always the most fun when you're just in front of a camera, because when you depressed and you got stuff going on, you got to get on the camera and act like you're all uppity and happy for a bunch of people who don't even know you, just so they can give their unsolicited opinions about you. And it's always great when it's positive, but when it's negative, that'll get you cussed out. And then y'all be like, why is Kees always responding to negative comments? Because Kees is mad as fuck. That's why. Sorry. Wow, this is a wow. Why are you always changing our plans? If I make plans with someone, I make sure to stick on those plans, and I'm very strict on that, very firm on that. But I'm like, sir, but mind you, you're gonna be 3 hours late, 3 hours late. You were supposed to be here at 5, you're not leaving till 6. You're not leaving your place where you're at, like with your homegirl, till 6, which means you're not gonna get to your home, so I'm thinking maybe about 6:40. Who's calling me? Which means you're not gonna get to your place till like 6:40, which means you're not gonna get home and in the shower and dressed up till maybe about 7:20, which means you're not gonna get over here till about 8. So you're really, we're past 2 hours. We're past 2 hour mark, we're at 3 and you're fucking up. Okay? I said you could still come, you just can't be here that late. Like, what are you talking about? And mind you, you were supposed to be here now, mind you. You're supposed to be here in like the next hour. Why are you not even on your way here? You talk about you like to be strict and on those type of things and all them rules, and you like to honor that time, but you pushing time with me. How does that work? Why are you always mad at me for things that you're doing yourself? See that pattern? He's very toxic, but he think I don't be peeping. So girl, I remember he was like, it's cool, never mind, I'm about to just hang out with my friend for us tonight anyway. So I'm like, wait, not you already made plans to go hang out with her? Because he didn't even say he was just gonna keep hanging out and they was gonna keep doing what they was doing, mind you, because he was supposed to be gone. He was supposed to be done. Their plans were done. He made more plans with her. Not that he shouldn't go hang out with your homegirl. I'm not even really tripping for real. But my thing was, I hate you trying to make it seem like I'm a bad person for doing the exact same thing you're doing. That irritates me. Like, don't pay me out to be no bad person because I'm real. Don't do that. Because that'll get you popped in your mouth. Bad. Every chance I get. You know. That's not just for one person. That's for every bitch who feels some type of way. Not pull trade outside. Hold up. Hey, but no shade. I am a little irritated by it as well. Like, okay, girl, I just feel like any time with me, opposed to time with your homegirl, is better. But, you know, now I understand what y'all be feeling like when y'all be like, why are you trying to go play Madden with the bros and not come lay up with me? Like, that's literally what I felt right now. Like, you trying to go hang out with this bitch? No, I'm playing with you. I don't even know the homegirl. She probably a cool girl. I'm just playing. So next day he had texted me. He had said, are you good? Or he said, good morning. Or honestly, I don't even think we texted all day. He had said, what's up? You still mad at me? This is like in the afternoon, but like early afternoon, 2, 3-ish. Are you still mad at me? Let me just read it. At this point, I'm not going to try to recite anything. I'm about to just read it. And like, I remember, oh, look at him. Look at you. Oh, girl, I should have been looking at these messages because it's just new things on new things on new things. I forgot. He literally called me Key. He was like, I got you, Key, with the little finger cross emoji. And I was like, hello, you know my name, Kees, right? He talking about, yes, it's my nickname for you. Why are you lying? Why are you lying? This can't be the same person who was crying about me not knowing their name. And this is recent. That was new. That's some new shit. Girl, okay, so he was supposed to come over that Sunday. He got to ask me if I was gonna cook for him. I told him hell to the no. He talked about some, I'm country babe. I want turkey wings, mac and cheese, greens, cornbread, and candied yams. Stupid, stupid nigga. You're not getting that. I got some Stoffers in the microwave for you. Enjoy it. Hey, I got a refund a video I made a few days ago. I can't be too long. Sorry, the company is just not getting back to me. I just gotta start filming before 10. Told him I honestly wasn't even trying to cancel on you for real, but I just got stuff I gotta do. He said, hey, shit happens. And now he's starting to use the period at the end of his period. I just hate when people are just OD passive aggressive like that when you the boy. Like when you the man and you supposed to be this much older than me, you're 26 at this point, sir. Why are you acting like a sucker? I said, oh my God, are you mad? I said you could still come over. No, I'm not mad. I'm just gonna grab dinner with my best friend. So you didn't want to see me? Yeah, but you have work to do. Any time with me versus no time should have been an obvious choice. that was the plan for night until you messaged me, come on now, let's not argue over everything so minute. And I was like, I'm not even arguing. I'm not even arguing. I don't know. Maybe I am. What y'all think? Y'all was arguing? Maybe a little bit. I don't care. I don't care. But now what? Now what? I wasn't arguing. I was just telling you how I felt. Never mind. I don't care. Don't come. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have fun. I'll call you when I get home. Left on scene, baby. No, you will not. He texted me at 10 o'clock. So when he said that I'll call you when I get home, that was at 7:10. He said, what you doing? I didn't respond until maybe a little bit later, around 4. And I was like, good afternoon. He said, what up? I didn't respond to him again for a few hours later. And then I said, honestly, I didn't have a conversation with him because I was too mad to. If I was so mad that it would not have been a conversation because I feel like you're trying to undermine my feelings. I didn't like that. Don't sit there and say that we're having an argument because he does that a lot. We get in this whole big argument. We start talking about what happened the day before on that Sunday. And this is on Monday. This is after we had like those few texts. We get on the phone. We're talking for a few hours. Then he's like, okay, I want to come over and see you. Like, I don't understand. We had this whole big, this is like one of our first real arguments. This is like one time I could feel like I was not irritated, but I was talking to him like he was stupid as hell. I was talking to him like he was a sucker. He was telling me to stop talking to him. Like, I was getting so kind of crazy. He was starting to tell me, like, you need to watch how you're talking to me. And I was like, no shade, Kees, you're doing a lot. Because if he got to talking to me like this, shit would have been up. It wasn't like I was being, like, OD toxic, telling him all types of names. But I just did not care to sugarcoat. Like, I'm a very big sugarcoat person because I don't like how things come out, especially if they come out a little too rude. But I didn't even care. And he knows that's the type of person I am. So the fact that I wasn't doing that, he can tell I was over it. He comes over. We're having a whole other conversation. It was really, really quick. And I was like, listen, I don't like when we get to arguing. He's like, no, that'd be you. And I'm like, no, that's not me. Like, you be doing this and I be doing that and da-da-da-da. So then we get to going back and forth. Okay, this is a conversation that came up. Remember when I told you I didn't want to do anything with him that second time we hung out and I didn't take my pants off and he was asking me, why don't you want to do it? Can I just get 10? Please, I'll count us. Da-da-da-da. He told me, this is what he told me. He waited until now to tell me this. He was like, you be hiding secrets from me. You be hiding the real you from me and you don't be liking me for real. Like, do you even know why you like me? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you even talking about? And he was like, for instance, when I came over that one time, you didn't want to do anything. I already knew why you didn't want to. There were signs that you had already slept with somebody. What? Then he'll do things like the last time he came over, even the time he gave me hickeys, he was asking me, who else have you been hanging out with? Who else you been sleeping with? And I'm like, excuse me? I'm like, huh? Nobody? Don't lie. Come on. Don't lie. Don't lie. And now it's starting to make sense why he would ask me stuff like that. Because one, he has low self-esteem. He's very much let me know that it's not you. It's because of me, the things I've dealt with. Da, 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 da. And now it's just like, you were only asking me that because you thought that you was such a sucker that I was going to cheat on you, even though we weren't dating. So if I wanted to go sleep with somebody, that would be my prerogative because I'm a grown-ass man. I can do what I want. But you thought that you was such a lame that I went and did something else with somebody and then came back to you. Like, it's just giving me the ick. I can't believe I let this man inside my body. We had 2 conversations. The very last time we ever hung out, we had 2 conversations. The very first one when I was like, that be you and all that other stuff, right? But then we had that one I just told you about. But in the middle of those conversations, he tells me he loves me. And I said it back. What is up with me and telling these niggas I love them back? Time I done did that. Y'all remember the first time I did that with my bottom in Seattle? Crazy. My life is really a movie and it's not a fun one. I'm tired of living this Jumanji life. Can I get a good one? Can I get a crazy rich Asians or no? Am I right? Like, when can I have some fun? I end up telling him back and he's like, no, you don't love me. And I'm like, no, I do. I do love you. I do love you. Why do you love me? And I'm like, oh, that was a good question. You almost got me, but I'm toxic. So I was like, well, you make me feel beautiful. And which is true. He does make me feel good about myself. And well, I mean, when he's not asking me who I'm sleeping with, but other than that, yes, you make me feel good about myself. And yes, you know all the other stuff. I don't want to say what I said to him because it's corny and it's, you know, it's not, I don't like to show y'all that part of me. Just know I was telling him why I think I like him, okay? He was telling me all these reasons, and it was a long list. And I was like, how do you know this about me? I thought I didn't show you my personality. Like, it was sweet, don't get me wrong, but it's just like, you see the contradictions. That's why I mean, like, it's always, it takes the weight away from what you say when you hold things in and throw it in somebody's face in an argument and then try to renege during times of affection. You're saying completely the opposite now. And that's why I just cannot take him serious. I really do feel like that's why I really cannot take him serious. I like this. I'm talking to y'all, it's kind of like therapy. And it was another thing that he kept doing, like, for example, he was telling me that he loves how I stand on my boundaries and I stand on what's important to me. But it's like, you don't feel like that. Because I told him, do not watch my social media. He would do things like, we'll be chilling and he'll like randomly just recite a random like sentence from a skit I've made. Why? Like, why are you on my page lurking? And then he'll be like, I watch all your videos on on my other account so you don't know who I am. And it's just like, why? Like, that's so, oh my God, you just sound like such a loser. I hate saying stuff like that because I feel like it's just like, I don't want anyone to ever be watching and be like, okay, well, if he's a loser for watching your content, what am I? You know what I mean? And I never want to give that. That's totally different. And if you just don't understand and you feel like that, I've ever said that and that's how you feel, sister, you low-key just need to grow up, because that's never what I'm talking about. Online personality versus real life personality is very much the same, but online personality is a lot more dramatized. Because you only see me, you don't get to see me from in the middle of the jump cuts when I'm taking breaths and I'm thinking about what I'm about to say, or if you know what I mean, it's just different. And if you just don't know, then you just don't know. That y'all never had another page where you post your real you and you're just more loose with it and you're just, being yourself. You wouldn't want your boyfriend or someone you're just meeting or someone you're trying to get to know see that part of you yet, because you would like them to see and get a consensus off of it in person. I don't know, it just makes more sense. And he would always come back. He told me that he got 2 of his friends to watch my videos. He watches all my lives on a second account. He'll say things that I say in my lives, or he'll text me while I'm on live. And then it's always weird because I'll be talking about another boy and then he'll be like texting me knowing that I'm sitting there, talking about another boy. So it's just always like, are you trying to, and it gets just so weird with him. Like, y'all, oh my gosh, like, it's a headache. It's literally a headache. Girl, that night, he dead tries to spend a night. He low-key does. Like, I was like, oh my God, go home. But like, I don't know why couldn't I kick that boy out. Sleep, like, we fall asleep together. We're making out, kissing and whatnot. And I start trying to fall asleep, but then I'm like super duper tired, and or not super duper tired, but super duper hot. And I'm not even that tired for real. So then I go on the phone with the Patreon girls. I start talking to them a little bit. We're just laughing about it. We were literally just laughing about the whole time. And they're like, we don't kick that boy out. But I was like, no, he's already asleep. Like, girl, he has to leave anyway because he has work super early in the morning. So he was going to leave mad early anyway. And I have insomnia. So I was going to be up for it. And that was perfect. We was going to dap you up when it was your time to leave. And I was going to get back into bed and call it a night. Like, I wasn't even tripping for real. He was in here asleep. I was in the living room watching TV. I was smoking a little bit. And then he ends up coming up at like, no, you know what was weird though? Like, this is like a little bit of a side story, and I gotta stop doing this and run off into tangents. I'm so sorry, y'all. But there was a point of the night where he got up, I'm just gonna say this for Wanda Wednesday, because girl, it was weird. And I was like, are you okay? Like, it was really, really creepy. And he basically was like sleepwalking. And he didn't tell me that until I was like dropping him off. And I remember thinking to myself, oh my gosh, because if I had got up and woke you up and you strangled me, you would have had to die that night. But long story, we'll get into that later. Anyway, things were just not the same. Like, I really realized that night, especially when he slept in the bed and I slept in, like, not slept, but I was in the living room for the few hours because he was like asleep for like 2 hours. I just remember thinking to myself, no, this isn't what I want. Like, I just knew at that moment, if I did not even want to be in the bed with you and I was literally like waiting low key for you to leave, it's just not what it needs to be. And I know that. And I think he knew that too, because, y'all, why does he say, what's up with you? And I was like, what's up, love? I just said, what's up, love? He had this dry ass response. So I was like, like, uh-oh, I thought we loved each other. You know what I mean? Like, I was trying to test it out. So I'm like, okay, let me say I love you again. And let me say it first. Because every time he said the night before it was him, he was making me pinky promise that I would never break his heart. He was like, don't break my heart. Don't do it. Promise you're not going to hurt me. Promise you're not gonna hurt me. Mind you, I keep forgetting things. Why did I find out this night that he was not 25 or 26? This man is 31. How did you find out he was 31, Kees? I saw him on BOK. I was over there looking for plug trade, and what did I find? I found opium. And I remember, and on BOK, his age was 31, and I was confused. I'm like, why is that your age? And I asked him that, and I was like, why are you 31 on there? And he like sent me like a rolling eye emoji, and I was like, that's weird. Then he asked me again in person. This is when he was telling me that I promise you and da-da-da-da and all this other bullshit. That's how I know you don't really be listening to me, because I've been told you I was 31. And I was like, no, you did not. Because if I knew you was 31, I really would have played you. Because why are you in your 30s getting played by a 22-year-old? Like, that's corny to me. I don't care. You got way too much going on for you to ever be this sprung over a 22-year-old and got us going back and forth about remedial shit, like me not knowing your name when you don't know mine. It irritated me, I'm not gonna lie. Like, why are you not even irritating me, but it was just like, it made me like low-key lose respect, because this is no shade. Wake this up. All my baddies know this. Any man who wants to mess with you when you're too young and they're way older must be a loser in their own sector, because you will never want to, there's never a point in my life where I'm like, I want to mess with someone mad younger than me. It's never, ever, 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 ever gonna happen. I need you older, not too much older, but I need you older. I need you the same age. And honestly, I don't like you my age because I'm immature. I need you a year or two older than me, please. Some is like, oh no, you must really be a loser. That's why these outfits be coming here looking uku buku trash. Baby, you look a mess. Like I had said I love you and he had just sent like a, oh, that's what he said. He just said, oh. And I was like, excuse me? Like, you see why you don't, you see this is exactly why I don't give too much. And I was irritated again because, not because I was irritated because he didn't say I love you back. Well, I mean, yes, but for me, it was like I was embarrassed. My pride was hurt because it's the second time I didn't try to come to you doing what you told me to, sir. And you was bullshitting again and you lost it. You lost your chance after that. I started some little fake argument about it with him. I was gonna ghost him, but the Patreon girls told me not to. They was like, don't ghost him because that was you and da-da-da-da. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie. If I'm ever telling anybody about the same type of story and the same type of circumstances, and that's the response I get, it goes in one ear and out the other. I could really care about what you're talking about right now. Okay? I don't care. It's always fuck these niggas in them songs, but when I do it in real life, it's a problem, right? Why is that? Just end it off, give him a little bullshit reason why y'all are ending it off, and then you can be cool. So I started an argument off of that I love you stuff, and he asked me if I was still mad at him. So on Saturday, August 24th, he said to me, still mad at me? I was like, mad, no, but I'm exhausted with proving myself and my affection for you because of a mistake I made almost a year ago when we were sneaky links. I asked you to stop questioning my affection, my feelings, and let it go, and you said you would after the many conversations, and you went back on your word again and still haven't. I don't want to be in a relationship with someone who doesn't want to trust me and can't emotionally give themselves to me the same way I'm doing to them. So I don't want to pursue a romantic relationship with you anymore. I tried saying it over and over and over that I can't handle the mental manipulation of you accused. Oh girl, I'm going in. I'm sorry. This is so toxic. This is so toxic. Like sometimes I don't be wanting to tell y'all this, but it's whatever. I tried to say over and over that I can't handle the mental manipulation of you accusing me of sleeping with people or inviting people over or telling me I'm lying when I say I feel anything romantic towards you. It makes it even worse when you tell me I'm not doing enough, and when you tell me to do more and I do it, you still tell me I'm lying. He just said, okay. And I was like, that's all you gotta say? Okay. Wow. I was just like, wow. Okay then. I was gagging a little bit because I was expecting him to go in, but he didn't at first. He didn't, he waited. I see he gagged me a bit. He said, nope, just not in a place right now to respond back in a coherent manner. I don't want to end off on bad terms. Okay, that's what you want. I'll honor that. I can't keep explaining myself to you. And I said, I feel the same way. I'm glad we're finally on the same page. Then he said, now you can tell he's getting mad. You don't like when I do that petty shit back to you. You don't. I'm glad we are on the same page. Doses! You be moving weird. I can deal with a lot, but that's a no-go for me. So then I'm like, oh, okay, now it's that. You're mad at yourself, not me.
All right, you can just go ahead and block me. I'll do the same. Take care.
I gave you a warning and I'm not gonna block you. I mean, do you want that? I mean, do what you want. I wasn't finna block you.
I'm not mad at myself at all. Glad I followed my first mind. Ooh! Ooh!
Basically let his ass know, you're in your feelings, I'm not mad, and everything you're saying is not gonna hurt my feelings or make me mad, so sit there and just be hurt. Like, I just let you're hurt as fuck, and you're trying to take it out by me, and I know what you're doing, because this is my MO. I used to be good at this, okay? I know this just means that you lack communication skills, and that's fine. You don't like that I kept it real with you, and you're mad because a young lit bitch with some money and some good cookie that you was begging to get 10 strokes in with your weird ass? No, I'm playing. No, well, not really. You really was doing that. Just played you. I just hurt your feelings, and you don't like that, and it never hurts. It never feels good to have someone hurt your feelings, and I'm not even gloating about it. Like, I think it's cool to just be hurting people's feelings because that's a very nasty thing. But played in my face, and you got what you deserve, and you grown as fuck, and you should have learned better. Sorry. Somebody in the Discord was like,
Keith, no, what if that was you? What if that was you that did it?
I bet you, yeah, my feelings be hurt and I wouldn't do it again. But I bet you no bitch damn near 9 years younger than me would ever play me. It would never happen. I can put that on my life. Put that on your life. It would never happen. You would never see that happen. Like, what? Be for real. And then he just says that we can end on good terms, but we got to avoid each other for sure. And I was like, okay, great. Unfollow me, please. And then he said, I don't follow you at all. Say no more. No. No, don't say you don't follow me at all as if you didn't have your homegirl on my shit and your other homegirl on my shit and you was on my live and you was on my TikToks and you was reciting everything I posted. Baby, you a mobster. Part of the kmob shit. He might know the intro too. And then that was that. I blocked him. I'm blocked. And that's the story. This was raggedy. I don't even, I don't know. I don't got nothing to say. Honestly, you know, I don't got nothing to say. I don't really care. I don't care. I was in the wrong about some things, but honestly, I'm young lit having fun right now. So I'm gonna do that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video though. I do hope you enjoyed the video. It's been a while since I gave y'all a story time. Y'all keep, okay, so y'all recently been asked for story times, vlogs, wig videos. I'm a little nervous, but we're gonna see. And y'all do like the Tubi reactions, so I think I'm gonna start doing a thing called Tubi Tuesdays. But instead of dropping them at like afternoon time where everyone be at school, I'm gonna drop them before we go to bed. So at like 8 o'clock, maybe not 8, maybe like 6 o'clock Houston time. No, but I also want it to be kind of like nighttime-ish for, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. 7 o'clock my time, 5 o'clock Western time, and it'll be 8 o'clock Eastern, and I think that's a cool time. Everyone's getting ready for the bed. You can watch it, or you can wait and you can save it until you watch. You know what? No shade, that might be better. I just drop it in the afternoon and y'all can just save it and watch it whenever you want to later that night. What y'all think? Y'all like that or no? We're gonna figure it out. Anyways, I appreciate y'all so much. I love y'all. 100 times kisses on both cheeks. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, because you a fantastic bitch, aren't you? Yeah, you is. You fishy. Chuck up the deuces, and make sure you making sure. If you're not in the comments making sure, then what are you really doing? You feel me? Put hashtag making sure in the comments. I'll see y'all next time for Tubi Tuesday. Deuces! Broken